Clearly, the situation is absolutely suboptimal, but nevertheless, I think that the situation is, to some degree, we can describe it as being stable. What's really important is not just how the plant can supply the Ukrainian grid with electricity, but how the plant can get electricity itself in order to keep its reactors cool and avoid a nuclear catastrophe. And that reserve line is enough to do that. So at the moment, the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant is getting electricity from the Ukrainian grid for its own needs. And even if that reserve line were cut off, there are diesel generators there that can generate electricity. One of the worries, though, is how much diesel there is and how long those generators could last if they need to kick in again, as they already did once this summer, in order to keep those reactors cool. Of course, the fact that only one reactor is now working and at a reduced capacity due to the fact that it's not connected to the high voltage power lines is a growing economic problem for Ukraine and an energy problem in terms of the supply of electricity. A lot of analysts believe that Russia's real game here is more to cut off the power station from the Ukrainian grid and to stop it providing electricity. I remind you, the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, when it's running at full tilt, provides some 20% of Ukraine's electricity. So people are, in a way, in the short term anyway, and in the more optimistic scenario, more worried about that kind of thing than about the possibility of a nuclear accident. Of course, the presence of the expert from the IAEA there on site is another reassuring factor.